Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies for the senses, entertainment only. And yes, that is the painting that is my little Monica logo for the channel, painted by Valerie Maude, M-A-U-D-E. I've got a number of her artworks around the home. She's absolutely fabulous. And if you like the one under the counter there, that is a Mitch Revs, R-E-V-E-S. If you Google Mitch Revs Gallery, you'll find that artwork there as well. It's the Surf Fest artwork. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? I'm actually going to have a look at this. Believe it or not, there is things that are happening outside of the United States at the moment, even though the Epstein files are what's absolutely sucking the oxygen out of everything. The Wall Street Journal, I'm just going to say, oh, what did I see there? The Wall Street Journal have a lot of information. The felon 45 by taking on Murdoch. What an idiot. I get the feeling, I'm just going to put it out there, what I'm getting is that he's going to lose. He's going to lose a lot of money if he goes ahead with this, but he's also going to lose. He's just going to lose in every way possible, because the Wall Street Journal, first of all, they don't publish stuff unless they actually know what they've got is accurate. Sometimes, I'm not talking about the opinion pieces. Okay, yeah, that's okay. They sometimes don't, but they've got this. They've got this information, but they've got a whole lot more that they haven't released. Now, I read a month ago about shady meeting with Fox executives in Montana. I thought that was news. Apparently, it's only just coming out. So yeah, a month ago up in Montana, shady meeting with Murdoch and the Fox executives. I'm getting a deja vu because I thought that was actually in the news, but apparently perhaps it wasn't. Okay, what we've got here, the Emperor and we've got Russia, or is this the felon and the birth of something painfully new that's coming forward? Okay, what was I looking at? I was looking at Syria, the Syria-Israel ceasefire, but I am going to say the Wall Street Journal has a lot they haven't disclosed. But Syria-Israel. Okay, so what's happened is Netanyahu went back to Israel, and in yet another attempt to thwart his corruption case, because, wow, shock horror, the day he was supposed to testify, bombs were dropped on Damascus in Syria. Apparently there is a ceasefire that has been mediated by Turkey. Now, let's little brief history on Syria. Syria was part of the Ottoman Empire that came out from Turkey itself. And after World War II, the Ottoman Empire was divvied up, just like lots of other parts of the world were divvied up by map makers and diplomats that had no knowledge of the area itself. And therefore, Syria, the country of Syria, was created. And it was given to France to look after. Okay. Whatever. So, without consulting those that actually lived in Syria, it was divvied up by map makers in a room somewhere, probably in Europe, in the UK or wherever, and it was given to France after World War II, and France controlled the area from 1923 to 1946. And then we started the process thereafter that ended up with Assad and Assad getting overthrown, etc. So a little bit. So what happened is Netanyahu's claims to bombing Syria is because of scattered sectarian killings after the fall of Assad. So the attacks between Bedouin tribes and the Druze armed factions that apparently control the south. Government forces intervened to protect the Bedouin tribes because they were the minority, but it led to clashes with the Druze, D-R-U-Z-E. I apologise if I've pronounced that wrong. And Netanyahu attacked, claiming that the Druze are his brothers in arms, and to basically cause conflict in Syria. Now, there is a independent freelance journalist in Damascus called Heidi Pratt that said the Syria government, the Syrian government was apparently all over this conflict that was happening in the south. They were trying to negotiate. They were coming to some sort of understandings. But the Israeli government is trying to weaken the control of the Syrian government. It's all very complicated. Now, they bombed Iran. They attacked Iran, and Iran held their nerve and sort of gave a little bit of retaliation, but nothing worthy to bring out a full-scale conflict. So what's happened is that Netanyahu's trying to force another war for him to stay in power. He's trying to harvest anything he can to stay in power. But we've got the wheel turning, karma coming and biting him on the bum. The attitude of the world has changed, and I don't think this is going to work. So let's have a look. First of all, will Israel's attack? We know why. The whole world can see why Israel did this. A plan overseas, trying to bring a plan in from overseas because he has got his back up against the wall as the truth about Netanyahu is coming out, about his corrupt dealings with dark money, and there are whistleblowers, and he's desperately trying to hold on to this information about money changing hands, but it's not working for him. So that's why he's starting these conflicts. I didn't look to see whether the corruption trial has gone ahead. Okay, thank you. I'm just going to ask, will Syria hold its nerve? Because basically what's happened is that when the lines were drawn up after World War I to split up the Ottoman Empire, lines were drawn, and you've got half of the tribes half of the population in this country and half the population in that country. Really, the line should have been drawn around all of them, but no, they were split in half, so therefore they become minorities in each country, and it's just a nightmare situation. And it happened all over the world. It happened during colonization of Africa. Oh, let's draw the line down this river. Oops, we've bumped into our enemies there, so we'll cut across here. It's just with no consideration taken to the actual tribal lines. And it's the same in Afghanistan. And let's have a look. Let's have a look. Will the country of Syria retaliate at all? Will they retaliate? They haven't already. Come on down, let's have a look. Strength, Queen. They're just saying 3 cards. Strength, Queen of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Betrayal, karma. Will they retaliate? Well, there's something to do with the military here, looking at options. The military, heartbreak, loss, betrayal, and the wheel of fortune turning. I don't think they're going to from this. I think they're going to hold strong. They know what the play is. But then you've got money changing hands and things coming to, oh, okay, they're telling me this is about Netanyahu. Thank you. They know it's because of Netanyahu's treasonous actions. Okay, yeah, they see it for what it is. Along with the rest of the world, you've got this fading misogynistic energy that's in its final death throes, basically, in its collapse with the Tower moment. A lot of major arcana there. What I want to have a look at, what I really want to have a look at, and I'm getting a draw to, is Syria. So you've got in the south the Druze and the Bedouins. Is Syria going to split into north and south? That's what I want to ask. Is Syria going to split just like Sudan? Well, there's the Tower card. The Tower, emotionally overwhelming, new plan coming forward in regards to governance, new partnerships and plans, a lot of information coming out about hidden agendas and false victories, secrets being revealed, nightmare situation, and then a legal decision needs to be made. It's not as easy as just splitting into north and south. I mean, why can't we just get rid of all borders and just, I suppose, who then is the deciding? On the base was the left out in the cold, trying to create something new out of what was, and the negotiations. Is Syria going to have a change? Is taking control and a legal decision to be made? I don't think it'll be done by conflict. Is Syria going to split into North Syria, South Syria, or Northwest, or is Syria, is there going to be a split off section of Syria? Is a section of Syria going to split off and form its own country, however you like to put it? Is a section of Syria going to split off and form, it doesn't feel like civil war type, like North and South Sudan before it got to that stage. It feels more civilized. Is Syria, Six of Pentacles, money changing hands, taking control and coming forward with an action. A decision needs to be made, bringing forward this new plan. Not going to be easy, it's going to be burdensome. And I think that's, with the Magician, manifesting and karma, the Wheel of Fortune. I think that's going to be a yes. We've got here the fading misogyny, hidden agendas being revealed, walking away, some feeling left out in the cold, determination, but then we have the temperance and the balance coming forward. I think yes. I think a section of Syria, and it doesn't feel conflict. It feels like more of a negotiated acceptance. Okay, you guys, you want to go and do your thing. And there might be some giving and receiving of help or money changing hands in regards to it, as in, okay, you pay us and then you go type thing, or we pay you and you go, whatever it is. Yeah, I think they are. I think they are, and I think the lines are going to be drawn around the actual tribal areas rather than a map in Europe. So, but be careful what you wish for. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.